Good morning, Brotai. Yesterday we spoke about that technically, in terms of washing your hands or washing dishes with hot water from the faucet, technically that should have been mutar because that hot water was cooked before Shabbat. And we said yesterday that water that was heated before Shabbat, Maran writes in Siman Shin Kavav that you're allowed to use it to wash face, hands, and feet. Dishes would be included over there. The issue becomes that it's not so simple because turning on the hot water from the faucet doesn't only just release the hot water from the tank. What else it does is that when you deplete the hot water, when you empty out a little bit of the hot water from the tank, what happens is that sends a signal to let new cold water enter the tank as well, and that's going to be cooked. Now, even though I'm not taking cold water and putting it on a fire, but this is what we call in Halacha pasik rashe, a direct action of me now taking out hot water directly, immediately, that's going to let in cold water that's going to be cooked. That's a pasik rashe of melechet bishul. As a result of that, because of this issue, Maran Zichrono Livracha in Yabi Omer Chelik Dalet Siman Lamed He, he writes extensively, and he writes that in Israel it's a little bit different because in Israel the heating elements are a little bit different. It's called, they have, especially for Shabbat use, they have something that's called a dud shemesh. They have a solar water heater. In at least in the tri-state area, that's not yet what's the most prevalent. What we have is gas boilers, which means that there's a fire over there, and now the water that's coming in is going to be heated by fire. So over there, that's called the pasik rashe of a melachad deoraita of bishul. Therefore, Maran Zichrono Livracha, at least in Yabi Omer, writes that you may not use any hot water from a boiler because of this issue. That's why it's common, if you ask any child, he knows, yeah, we don't use hot water on Shabbat. That's the consensus among Poskei Sfarad, Poskei Ashkenaz. Because of this issue, at least in America, we don't use hot water on Shabbat, period. In Eretz Yisrael, among the Sfaradim, there's a terim to use hot water for washing face, hands, and feet from a dud shemesh, from the solar water heater. But over here, since it's not so common, that's the regular hora'ah. Bezat Hashem, in the coming days, we'll speak about that even Maran Zichrono Livracha, towards the end of his life, may have changed his mind a little bit about this issue. So we'll speak about that in the coming days. Yom Tov.